What if I told you one of the greatest guitarists to ever walk this earth was once so deep in addiction, he almost lost everything? Eric Clapton, a name that echoes through rock history like a thunderclap. Guitar god, blues legend, a man who inspired millions with every note he played. But behind the solos, behind the sold-out shows and platinum records, was a man drowning. This isn't just a rock star story. It's pain, obsession, redemption. It's about chasing a high so hard you forget who you are, then fighting like hell to come back. Let's talk about the real Eric Clapton. In the 1960s, Clapton's rise was fast and loud. From the Yardbirds to Cream to Derek and the Dominoes, he wasn't just playing guitar. He was changing the way the world heard it. Every bend of the string carried pain, soul, truth. But while the crowd was screaming his name, Clapton was cracking inside. At first, it was alcohol, just a drink to ease the pressure, then more and more. But soon, that wasn't enough. He turned to heroin, and when he fell hard. We're talking $16,000 a week to feed the habit, isolated, disconnected. He wasn't living, he was disappearing. He missed shows, slurred his way through others. The guitar legend, he couldn't even play some nights. People who once called him a genius started calling him a ghost. Until one night in 1971, he bombed a show so bad, his closest people had to step in. They pulled him aside. No cameras, no press, just the raw truth. You're killing yourself, and you're losing everyone who cares. That moment shook him. He checked into rehab. But here's the twist. Beating heroin didn't mean the war was over. He traded one addiction for another. Alcohol crept back in. Quiet, slow, dangerous. And as it took hold again, so did the chaos. Meanwhile, his personal life was unraveling. He was deeply obsessed with one woman, Pattie Boyd. Problem was, she was married to his best friend, George Harrison of the Beatles. Talk about messy. Clapton poured his heartbreak into the song Layla, one of the rawest, most iconic love cries in rock history. Years later, Pattie left George and married Eric, but the fairy tale, it turned dark fast. Clapton's drinking spun out of control, verbal abuse, jealous rages, affairs. The same passion that wrote Layla now tore them apart. He cheated. One affair led to the birth of his son, Connor. And that betrayal, combined with his spiraling, was the final straw for Pattie. By 1988, she left him, heartbroken, done. Eric lost the woman he once said he couldn't live without, because he couldn't stop destroying himself. Then, in 1991, everything shattered. His 4-year-old son, Connor, died in a tragic accident, falling from the 53rd floor of a New York apartment. That grief, it cut deeper than any addiction ever had. It broke him. But somehow, in that devastation, he found clarity. He went back to rehab. This time, he was done playing games. And out of that pain came a song, Tears in Heaven. It wasn't just a hit. It was a soul crying out, a father mourning, a man trying to make peace with the world. From there, Clapton began rebuilding. He got clean, stayed clean. And he didn't just heal, he helped others heal too. In 1998, he opened the Crossroads Center, a rehab facility in Antigua, his way of reaching back and pulling others out of the same darkness he once lived in. He started talking openly about his addiction, his guilt, the pain he caused, and the peace he was still searching for. He didn't lie. He didn't sugarcoat. He owned it. I hurt people. I failed. I lost years. But I'm still here, and I'm trying to do better. Clapton's story isn't perfect, and it's not meant to be. It's about falling all the way down and still standing up again. It's about how even the most gifted can get lost, how fame can't fix you, and how music can sometimes be the only thing that saves you. Eric Clapton isn't just a guitar legend. He's proof that redemption is real, that even when you've burned bridges, broken hearts, and buried your peace, there's still a way back. But it starts with truth. And for Clapton, that truth lives in every note he plays now. not for glory, for healing. So when you hear Tears in Heaven or Layla or those slow, aching blues licks that only Clapton can pull from a guitar, you're not just hearing a song, you're hearing survival. You're hearing a man who lost everything and found a way to live again. Optional closing prompt if you're ending the video with engagement. So tell me, what's the one Clapton song that hits different now that you know his full story? Drop it in the comments. And remember, no matter how far you fall, it's never too late to fight your way back. Peace.